All right, Mounce BBG, chapter 13, and right now we're going to be doing sentence number 2. Let me resize it here so we can a little bit more clearly. Okay, basically, starting right off, since we're in the chapter about demonstrative pronouns, you can expect to see a lot of them. And here we have a case in point, and the way you're going to know that it's not an autos form in this particular instance is simply because of that rough breathing mark. So that's one of those things you really got to pay attention to. You also notice that it's got that eta ending, tells you that it's feminine, tells you that it's singular. And so you're simply going to translate it this to start your work. And then you have a Eston, which is from a me. It's one of the forms that Mounce gave you just to help make life easier for you. So you can expect that to agree with this. So this is, and then what you have is you have this chain or clause that where everything has that same kind of, if you notice, you've got the feminine, nominative, singular, definite article, and then you've got everything after it: megale, prote, entole. So you can expect that to be a full clause and all those terms to go together as a single clause. So again, just knowing your vocabulary, you would just want to go with something like this: or the, great, and first commandment. So if that's all the further you went, you'd be doing well, but you're missing a piece there because when you have a word like this that is easily a comparative, that kind of thing, what Greek will do often, and many languages do, is they'll make a superlative simply that adjective with a definite article. And what that means to you is that this is not the great, it's really the great. So the way to translate that, of course, as a superlative is the greatest. So then you want to go back and you go, this is the greatest and first commandment. So pretty straightforward there. A couple of things to notice is that not only do you have that feminine singular nominative idea here in the subject, but then you have this clause at the end where everything is feminine singular nominative. And what that tells you is, since you have an equated verb, that this is functioning as a further description of the subject. And that entole, because it's a nominative, but it's in the predicate, is a predicate nominative, which makes sense, I hope. And hence, that's why you have that agreement in terms of the inflection. So hopefully that works for you guys. And once again, the trick there is to notice that you essentially have everything throughout the sentence in the same case number gender, because everything's referring back to haute, the subject.